Good morning, babes. Happy sunrise and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so y'all know Vlogmas. Why does my camera look so smudgy? Hold on, let me clean y'all up. Let me clean y'all up real quick.
Ambience music.
If you're new here, just heads up. Like I say in every video, it does get chaotic over here, okay? Very much so. So just don't trip. Pull up a seat, get you a nice little sweet treat, and just vibe out, okay? And if you enjoy the vibes, definitely subscribe. Do that. In this particular vlog, it is going to be book related. So all of my book girlies and book guys, let's go ahead and lock in. Let's get into it. I know I said in a previous video that I haven't really been in the mood to read Christmassy type books for real, because I'm still very much in like my spooky season bag. However, I do kind of want to dibble and dabble in some of the books that I've been seeing pop up via TikTok or even on my Audible list, right? So throughout this vlog, I'm going to be picking and choosing random ass Christmas books to get into. Last night I wrapped up, what's the name of that book? Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal by Megan Quinn. Now, I did do a previous video where I started reading that book for the first time. One of those read with me Vlogmas videos. Definitely go vibe out and check that out if you just want something to just sit down, chill, and read to. But I did finish it last night, y'all. Only had like an hour and like 30 minutes left. And it was a fun book, I will say. The first book was called How My Neighbor Stole Christmas, and I read that one last year. And I personally had a relatively good time with it. I thought it was funny. I enjoyed Cole. I enjoyed Story. They both were very annoying in their different ways, but their character, like, I don't know, the banter between them, it was just funny. The rivalry that they had, also funny. The competition that they were doing for Christmas time, also funny. I personally had a good time with this. That's not everybody's opinion. Some people hated it, but I'm not one of those. When it comes to the second book, Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal, when I first started it, I was enjoying it. Okay, so this particular book follows Cole's best friend, and his name is Max, but also Atlas. It was a bunch. I think his last name is Maxheimer or something like that. So people call him Max for short, but his first name is Atlas. So back and forth throughout the book, people were just Atlas, Max, Max, Atlas. It was just a whole thing. Either way, where Cole in the first book is more of like a grumpy type of individual, Max is more of the bubbly, overgrown, childish man. I don't know. But I did enjoy his character too. Whereas the first book was more of like rivalry between the two, the second book with these particular characters was more like a cute, like a meet cute type of situation, turned into rivals, turned into lovers type thing. The book itself was cute. The storyline was cute. I did end up rating this like a 3.5 though, because although I was having a really good time in the beginning, it starts to get a little bit repetitive. If you go through Goodreads, you'll understand what I'm saying. Some of the parts got a little bit repetitive, whereas the beginning and the middle of the book definitely kept me intrigued. I don't know. I feel like the closer it got towards the end, it was just kind of losing me a little bit. I had a good time with the book. It was all the same as the first, very cringy, very Christmassy, very, you know, cliche or whatever. But when it comes to Christmas time, that's the only time that I love cliche, cringy type storylines, because it's Christmas, right? Every book and every movie is going to relatively have somewhat of the same storyline. And that's the only time where I enjoy it, is around the holiday season. So I had a good time with it. 3.5 stars for me. Now it's time to move on to the next book. So the next one is an Audible that I'm getting ready to listen to. I can't remember the name right now or the author, but I will stick it up there in the corner. It's only about an hour and a half to 2 hours long, which is all I need for this moment right now, because I'm getting ready to wash dishes and also take down my daughter's hair so I can get ready to get her little Christmas style going. So by the time I do that, take her hair down and eat lunch, this book should possibly be wrapped up. Then I'll come back in and give y'all a quick little synopsis of that and my rating and if I think it's even worth it. Okay, let's go ahead and get my day started. God, y'all. This book is insane. I didn't think that I was gonna really get into it for real when it first started. I'm not gonna lie, because it started off kind of slow. But as it kept going, baby, the mess and the drama is actually insane. I'm already an hour in. I only have an hour. I think I'm on chapter 4 right now. I think I have an hour left to go. Let's just say the FMC is having a very shitty ass day. To say that it's Christmas, it's the day before Christmas Eve. It's the day before Christmas Eve. She just has a lot going on. Like, she's going through the anniversary of her parents' death. They died years ago in like a Christmas storm or something like that. So it's the anniversary of her parents' death that's coming around. And then she's running her parents' business, and something crazy that just happened with the finances of the business is going on, and she has to carry that burden. And then her husband is just a dirty dog. A dirty dog. I don't want to give the details. I don't want to give all the details in case anybody wants to kind of jump into the read. But her husband's a dirty dog. So all of this is happening back to back to back on the same fucking day, babes. Crash out. Like, at this point, crash the fuck out. That's how I feel about it. I'm very interested to see how this is going to end and how things are going to play out, because she is having a no good, terrible, bad day. I wouldn't wish this type of day on nobody, babes. I would not. During Christmas, baby, it's crazy. Okay. I'm about to start taking out my daughter's hair and finish up the rest of this book. And then I'll be back to check in. Okay, y'all, I just wrapped up this Audible, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think I'm going to give it a 3.5 stars. It was, like I said, a very quick read, but I enjoyed the fact that the story was a story. It didn't seem rushed, being that it was like a novella. It didn't seem rushed. It didn't seem as if it was like unbelievable or whatever have you. It was a nice pace, and I would say the writing style, but clearly I didn't read it, I listened to it. But the style of the book itself, the style of the storyline was actually very good. I'm happy to say that our girl got a happy ending, because the way that her life was in shambles, babe, crazy work. Y'all know how in those Christmas movies where they're in one reality in the beginning, and you see how their life is going and things like that, and then they get taken to like a separate reality of what life would be like if things went this way instead of the way that it's going now. That's kind of what happened in the book as well, where she kind of had, you know, a chance to see what her reality would have been had she continued down the road that she was on, or had she not existed at all. And I found that to be very interesting too. So, like I said, if you're looking for a quick little Christmas read, I would definitely suggest getting into it. All that being said, I am getting ready to wash my daughter's hair and style it, which means I'm about to start my second Audible of the day. This one is a little bit longer. It's about 5.5 to 6 hours long. And can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll stick it right there in the corner. I have listened to some books by this author before, and I think they were Christmas related then as well. I think what's her name, like AJ Pine or something? I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. I've enjoyed her previous Christmas books, so hopefully I like this one too. And it's very possible that I might complete this Audible today too, because honestly it does take me about 5 to 6 hours to do each one of my kids' head.
Water in my eye.
That's my cue. I'll be back.
Did you know that the Power Four trade hotels like baseball cards? It's really working.
10 seconds until detonation. 9.
There's the pool feed.
Quick update, you guys. I'm about 2 hours in to doing hair and also listening to this audiobook. I'm actually having a good time with this book. I just love cringy Christmas movies and books. I don't know. It's just I'm just a sucker for it. Let me get comfy, y'all. My legs and my ankles and my feet are now swollen. So whew. I gave my daughter about a 30-minute break before we jump back into it. It's almost 6 o'clock. So I figured I would catch y'all up on this book. So it follows our FMC, and she works for this fashion company. I think it is. I think it's a fashion company. I don't know. But her nemesis, so to speak, our MMC, is the nephew of the CEO of the company. And it's just like this small miscommunication trope, because she's convinced that he has it out for her, but in actuality, like, he is pining for her and like protecting her within the company, and she's just unaware of things that's going on behind closed doors. So I think that's pretty cool. She is the type of person that likes to hide. Like, she wants to be seen, she wants people to notice her, she wants people to, you know, clap for her or congratulate her or whatever the case may be, but she actively keeps herself hidden, right? So she decides that she's going to send her boss this gift, and her best friend also send each other gifts too, but they send each other these these naughty gifts, right? She ends up sending her boss the wrong gift, and now she's trying to figure out how to get the gift back. And that is how her and the MMC start to like really converse and come up with this plan on how to get the gift back. And it's funny, it's cringy, it's, you know, silly. It's just a silly, goofy type of book, and I am enjoying it. I still have about 4 hours left in the book, and probably about 2 more hours on my daughter's hair, so we'll see. I may purposely stop this book somewhere in the halfway point so I have something to listen to tomorrow while I'm doing my son's hair. I don't know, we'll see, but that's kind of where I'm at with it now. I'll update y'all again later. Turn. Girl, look at me. This is so pretty. Turn around. Ooh la la. Turn around. Ooh la la. Very nice.
I want to see them.
Good morning, guys. So, last night, I know I said that I was gonna give my daughter like 30 minutes to do her thing and to take a little break, and I would start her hair again. 30 minutes turned into like 2 hours, okay? We came downstairs to eat. My husband was on the grill last night, so we had some homemade fries and burgers, hot dogs, chicken, all the things. And I don't think I started her hair again until like 8 o'clock. So we didn't get in bed. Well, I didn't get in bed until like 12. I finished her hair around 10, put the beads in, and then, of course, took my shower and did my skincare routine. By now, if y'all been keeping up, you know that takes about 45 minutes to a fucking hour. All this damn body that I gotta wash and then lotion after the fact. And then I got in bed. But the Audible that I was listening to, 10 Things I Hate About Christmas, I have like 18 minutes left. I have like 18 minutes left of the book, y'all. So that's pretty much done. I did have a relatively good time with it. It's funny to me. Like I said, I love cringy as Christmas stories. So it was funny to me. I loved the characters. I loved the banter. I loved the storyline. I loved how they just meshed and got each other. It was just really, really cute. So I did, although I'm not done with it, I am rating it 3.5 stars as well. Once I got out of the shower, I was still somewhat awake. So I started reading this book on Kindle. What is it? Miss Grinch or something? I can't remember the name of it, y'all. Once again, I will stick it in the corner so y'all can see, because for whatever reason, my brain is not remembering the titles of these books right now. But I started reading that last night. I'm about 30% in. It's only like 90 pages. And so far, so good. Don't charge it to me right now, but I don't remember the characters' names. I think the MMC is Cole Winters, which I thought was pretty dope because it's not cold. It's Cole, C-O-L-E, Winters. And then the FMC, her name is Candy Cane. Candy with a K. K-A-N-D-I, Cane. And it's like this little coffee shop romance. They have this little thing for each other or whatever. And she is just pretty much over Christmas. She doesn't hate Christmas. She just misses what Christmas used to mean to her. I don't want to spoil it for anybody that wants to read it. So Christmas is like a sad time for her. So anything Christmas related, it just kind of just irritates her. Whereas he is a Christmas fanatic. He loves all things Christmas. And he owns a coffee shop. And they just, you know, start chopping it up and spending time together. And they get snowed in from a blizzard at this coffee shop. So you can only imagine how this is about to go. It's forced proximity. They already got a thing for each other. So I am having a good time with this. The banter is really, really cute. And it's definitely giving cozy Christmas vibes. And they're Black characters, Black authors. So hello, definitely get on that. But yeah, I probably won't finish that until later today because I do have to do my son's hair today. So in the meantime, in between time, before I can pick my Kindle back up, I need to find me another Audible that I can listen to. I don't really know what I want to listen to, though. I'm going to have to scroll through and see what's there. So I'll let y'all know once I figure that out. Okay, y'all. Yeah, the belly's out. Had to change clothes so I could get a little bit more comfortable while I do my son's hair. My husband actually washed his hair for me, so I don't have to do that. That's like an hour off of my time, thank God. I also gave him a quick little shower, so I was able to clean the kitchen real quick, and then he went to Dunkin' and got me my ice chai. Y'all know I love my ice chai. The fact that I drank these so quickly is actually terrible. Like, there's no reason why I should have been done with this within a 3 to 5 minute time frame. It's terrible. Anyway, getting ready to start doing my son's hair now. I found a book on Audible that's about 6 hours and some change. It usually takes me a lot longer to do my son's hair versus my daughter's hair because my daughter keeps still. My son, not so much. When I'm doing my son's hair, we take about 5 to 10 fucking breaks in the process, on top of him always mixing around, moving, and he has a very sensitive scalp. So whereas my daughter, it usually takes me about 3 to 4 hours to do her hair, depending on what I'm doing. My son's hair can be an all day affair, y'all. It really can. So fingers crossed that I'm able to just do this, that I'm able to do this and be done with it, babes, and before my Audible is over. But either way, this is the book that I chose. Again, y'all know my memory is sucky with the titles of the books right now. But this is the book I chose. I read like the first 2 to 3 sentences of the blurb and I was immediately pulled in. So I'm like, okay, we're going to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and get all my little hair supplies back out again. And I will check in with y'all and let y'all know how I'm enjoying the book when my son takes his first break.
No, not that. No.
Which means
Very cool. Stop moving. Sorry. All right. Bye. All right, babes. I'm finally done doing hair. Finally done. Just like I told y'all, there was 8 bathroom breaks and 2 30-minute play breaks before I got done. It is officially 6:30. I'm actually only about... How much longer do I have left in this book? I have about 50 minutes, so an hour left with this Audible. I'm having a good time. It's not my favorite listen, you know what I'm saying? But it's a 3-star. I'm having a good time. So I'm gonna tell y'all what's on the blurb while I get my stuff ready to take my shower. So basically, very similar to the other books that I read, our FMC is just having a very shitty day. She's having a very, very shitty ass day. You know, she loses her job. She's working for a temp service, loses her job, comes home, finds her current boyfriend in the bed with another woman, and it just kind of spirals out of there. She does get offered another job from like this guy. He's a public figure, essentially. So it's a live-in job. Like she has to stay on site type situation. So she has her own loft, her own office, all of the things, right? So it's a big transition from the life that she was living to the life that she's living now. And of course, you know, it's a romantic Christmas movie. So we're essentially following how her and our MMC kind of get together, right? So it's a decent read. It's a decent read. It's not my favorite, but it's worth it for what I was trying to do. Like I said, I only have about an hour left in the book. Not entirely sure how it's going to end right now because they're on the outs right now. Y'all know how I go. They end up falling out, coming back together, whatever. But I'm going to listen to the rest while I'm in the shower. And then I'm going to make me a little snack. This baby is craving a goddamn egg, cheese, and sausage sandwich. I don't know why. But once I'm out the shower, I'm going to make that. And then I'll probably finish the Kindle read that I started last night. Those are the plans. Now it's time to decompress, babe. Because I don't know how y'all do hair. People that do hair for a living, babe, it is so energetically draining. I just don't know how y'all do it. Like, kudos to people that do hair for a living. Because, whew, I'm over it. Mm-hmm.